yen is weak. We know that the Australian is weak. We know that the New Zealand is also weak. So let's take a look at the pound yen first. And from last week, our buying point was 132.02. It was also our structure point, and therefore when we buy above it, you are expecting an explosive move. And you see now that the pound closed at 138.85, so above the 132, because it was a structural point and a long point. We had for capture for the week on that, if you just took it based on this, about 180 pips, and that's what we're hoping for to be catching the trade, even though at the end of the session it gave back about 71 pips and it gave us a sell signal. With the sell signal, with giving back 71 pips on Friday, you're still up 180 pips on that trade. So with that, this is again another picture perfect trade. Your buy, the structure point is the 132. It took us up to test the 134, the second structure, the 134.19. It paused on Friday, broke above it. Would have captured as much of that move as you like. Coming back below the 134.19, you would have closed the trade, and even if you stayed, you have not lost much. So with that, we have the close is 85. Our structural point is 134.19. The trend is still to the upside. I'm still looking for a continuation to the upside, even though the pound is weak, but the yen should be weaker. So I'll be looking for a continuation to the upside, and I'm going now to see a point where I can buy it. And you can see the trend again here is to the upside. So we can buy above 134.20. This is our buy. I want to get it above the market side and above this. That is going to be our buy point. And if we do buy it right there, we're going to place our stop. This is our long stop. Our structural point, as you see, is the same. So our long point and the structural point is going to be one and the same. And I'm going to place my stop at 133.60, shorting it. I have to look at the daily chart to find a place to sell it. There isn't really much of a good place to actually go short the pound yen. Okay, we'll go short over here. Below, we'll go short this stop. We'll go short below 133.50. So we'll short below 133.50. And we'll place a stop above 133.8. So, and when you have the numbers and it's lining up, it's easy to do the trade quite quickly. So our buying point is going to be now one, and I just want to show you this before I go. This was our buying point and this was the structure point, so both of them were the same. We had 200 pips to the upside. Right now the long point and the structure point is the same, so it's 134.19 and my structural point is 134.19. So now I'm looking for a double, an explosive move. My expectation is much higher. My short point is below 133. I am assuming, and if I'm going to go short at 133.60, I'm going to place my stop above 133.90, so I'm risking about 30 pips on that trade. And if I'm going to buy at, actually if I'm going to buy it above 134.20, I don't want to give it too much room. I'll place my stop below 133.90. I'll use 133.90 on either one. Okay, so this is the pound yen. So in the pound yen, we are going to buy above 134.19, which is also my structure point. So I have a double buy point. And if I do buy it above 134.19, I'm placing my stop below 133.90. And if I'm going to go short, I'm going to go short below 133.60, and my structure short is 133, so it's 300 pips away. So that's why now when you see that the market's closing closer to an upward structure point, that tells you how strong the market should be. And my stop on the short side is still going to be the 133.90, and my structure point is 130.04, which is about 300 pips away. All right, that is the pound